girls and I are part of an ongoing criminal case that involves our high schools and ourselves when we were minors. So I'm going to do a story time about it because I think it's important for you to know that things like these happen. If you follow me, you might know this about me. I went to Kent School, which is a private boarding school in a very small town in Connecticut. I graduated Kent School when I was 17, meaning all 3 years that I was there, from when I was a sophomore to a senior, I was a minor. And most people don't turn 18 until their senior year, so you're a minor throughout high school. Boarding school is not your traditional school. It's a place where you live. It's your home for the couple of years that you're there. And the teachers and staff members are people that you trust. They're supposed to be there to protect you and take care of you because you're literally living there. So about a year after I graduated from Kent, I graduated high school in 2021. So this was 2022. Me and about 30 or 40 other girls, we got an email from Kent letting us know that one of the staff members that worked at the IT department had accessed our information, specifically our pictures, so our camera roll, and had transferred all of that to his personal computer. This man is Dan Clary. After we got this email and they told us who he was, I knew exactly who they were talking about and how and the day that he accessed my information. I remember this perfectly. One day, my school portal wasn't working, so I just went over to the IT department, and that's the man that helped me solve my issue. He told me to just leave my computer with him for like an hour or two, something like that, while he fixed the issues. So I left my computer with him, and then I came back, the portal was working, and I went about my day. Never in a million years would I have ever imagined that he was accessing all of my personal information, accessing all of my pictures, and transferring it to his personal computer. I don't know exactly how he accessed every single girl's computers, but that's how he accessed mine. We're talking about a 30 or 40-year-old grown man transferring pictures of 14, 15, 16-year-old girls for his personal use. And I promise you, the pictures he was looking for are not pictures of us on family trips. They're other kind of pictures. This is a twisted and perverted man that we're talking about here. So we get this email, and all of the girls and we created a group chat where we would just talk about the situation, update each other on what was going on. And Kent, like our high school, pretty much just told us what happened, that they reported it to the Connecticut police, that they opened a case for it, and that they would let us know. And let me tell you, it is just a very scary and anxious feeling when you get an email like that, knowing that pictures of you where you were a minor are, we don't know where. Not my case, but especially concerning if you know that you have pictures of yourself that you probably shouldn't have on your camera roll. To this day, we don't know what pictures specifically he has. We don't know specifically what information he has on us. And we don't know if it's been for his own personal twisted use or if it's been sold to other perverted and twisted people. But like I said, they just told us, we'll let you know. And this morning, we got an email from Kent updating us on the situation. So it's been 2 years since the situation, and they told us that he was charged criminally. However, Dan Clary appealed to go to a rehabilitation center instead of going to prison or jail. And the worst part is that the court is actually considering it. So there's another trial October 30th to determine whether he's going to go to rehab or whether he's going to go to jail or prison. I personally don't think it should even be an option for him to go to rehab. We're talking about kids here. We're talking about minors. We're talking about a perverted man that should be put away because otherwise he might do the same thing to other people. Not only that, but about a month ago or so, I got a very scary, threatening email from user 12345@gmail.com, but it was addressed to Kent's street address, and it was a PDF file with a very long letter threatening me if I didn't send them money. And they said that they had my phone number, my email, and that they know where I live, which was my school's address. So it's clearly a scam, because if you actually know anything about me, you know that I don't live at boarding school anymore and that I graduated in 2021. But first of all, it's always just a very scary feeling and anxious thing to get. A threat from somebody online is very scary always, whether it's a scam or not. But the point is that that's information, like my personal email, phone number, things like that. That's information that they got from Kent's system, software, whatever. So they have not done a pretty good job at keeping our information safe. So obviously everything regarding the case is Dan Cleary's fault and he's the one to blame. But this other email and the fact that all of our information is still out there, I don't know if it's related, if that means that he did in fact sell our information, or if the school has just been doing a very shitty job at protecting our information. I called the school to tell them like, hey, I got this email, and it's not just me. Other girls also got that same email because we were talking about it in the group chat. So it's not just me, it's definitely something relating the school and relating us girls that went there. And they were pretty dismissive. They were just like, it's spam, ignore it, but we don't even have your information because you graduated more than 2 years ago. And I was like, well, I still get emails from you guys and I still get text messages for reunions and donations. So you guys still have my information. So that's BS. So that's the story time on how this man abused his authority and power by being a staff member at our school, how he invaded our privacy, and how he took advantage by transferring all of these pictures, which we don't know if some of them are appropriate, some of them are inappropriate, from minors to his personal devices. We're still waiting to see what happens criminally and just like in terms of the case. But I thought it was important to make a story time so you guys are aware of the reality of these things happening. I feel like when we think of cyber attacks or data breaches or somebody stealing your pictures and selling them to websites, things like that, we think of a man that we don't know in his basement hacking our things, but it could very much be a teacher or staff member at your school. So especially if you're a girl, if you're a minor girl, but any age, just be careful, okay? With the types of pictures that you take of yourself, with the type of information that you have on your devices, you never, ever really know if it's safe. So that is mainly why I wanted to make this video, to share the situation, share the story, share the realities of it, and to just bring awareness so that nothing like this ever happens to you or somebody that you know. So yeah, that happened to me. That happened to many other girls. And I just hope you never have to experience that feeling of getting that email telling you that you're a part of something like this. So just be careful. That's all that I'm saying here.
This video discusses a serious situation involving privacy concerns at a boarding school, where a trusted staff member accessed students' personal data without their consent. The person affected shares her experience to raise awareness, especially for young people, about protecting personal information. It's a reminder that we should all be mindful of what we share and store digitally, even in environments we trust. This story underscores the importance of safeguarding personal data and ensuring appropriate behaviors are upheld in educational spaces.